All right, now we're moving on to chapter 8, and number 46 says find the slope of the line that passes through these 2 points, 4, -3 and -5, 1. One technique is to show one point above the other. Let's make 4, -3 above, -5, 1. And we're going to use the slope formula, m equals, and coming down this way and here will give us the y values, and coming down here and here will give us the x values, one minus the other. So in this case, on top we have -3 minus 1 over 4 minus -5. In the numerator, that's -4. And 4 minus -5 is the same as 4 plus 5, or 9. And that's our slope. Number 47. Identify the slope and y-intercept point of the line y equals 2/5 x minus 3. And then we'll graph the line. The slope is the coefficient of x. So right away we can say that m equals 2/5. The y-intercept point is where x is 0 and the y value, -3, from our equation. So we have the slope and the y-intercept. Let me remark quickly about the slope. M equals 2/5 could mean a rise of up 2 and a run of right 5. We'll use that when we plot our y-intercept point, which I will do here in red, 0, -3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to use our slope by counting up 2 and right 5. So counting up 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. There's the next point. So I'll make that a solid dot there. You know, if I go up 2 and to the right 5, I'm going to go off the graph. So I'm going to need to consider the alternative slope, and that is by writing m as a -2 over -5. Still, it has the value of 2/5, but now we can treat it as down 2 and left 5. And we'll go back to our y-intercept point and go down 2, 1, 2, and left 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so there's our other point. And it looks like that's about all we can do. Now, before I draw the line, I want to make sure that I label these points. And I will label the first point we already know is 0, -3. It's our y-intercept point. We went up 2 and over to 5. So this point right here is 5, -1. And this point we went left 5 is -5. And the y value is also -5. Well, that sometimes happens. Let's go ahead now and draw in the line. There we go. Goes through those 3 points, and of course we put arrowheads on them to indicate that the graph goes on and on and on forever that way. Number 48 asks us to write the equation of a line whose graph has a slope of 1/4 and a y-intercept at 0, 1. Let me write that information down. The slope is m equals 1/4, and the y-intercept we're told is 0, 1. That means that the value of b in the equation is 1. So if we use y equals mx plus b as our slope-intercept form, we can put those values in to say y is 1/4 x plus 1. And that's it. Now let's take a look at number 49. Write the equation of the line whose graph has a slope of -2, m equals -2, and passes through the point 8, 1. Well, this point 8, 1 is not a y-intercept this time. And instead it happens to be an x value and a y value. And I'm sure that you have seen that what we need to consider is the general form of y equals mx plus b, and put values in that we know. In this case, we know about the -2 as the m value, and we have an x value that's 8 and a y value that's 1. We can put those into the equation, and we get 1 equals -2, that's m, times 8 plus unknown value b. And this is the only unknown value, so we can solve for that. Let's see, that's 1 equals -16 plus b, and adding 16 to each side, we discover that 17 equals b, or the b value is 17, and then we can put this together into our equation, which is y equals m, which we've said is -2, x plus b plus 17. And there's the equation of the line.